Absolute mayhem happening in the back. Hi,
Hi,
welcome to the stream. We are
welcome.
live.
Yes, indeed we are.
Yes, indeed we are.
Indeed we are. Okay, so how are you, Aaron?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Sahar?
I'm cold. Actually,
Cold.
I don't know why. I have no idea how the weather is like outside. It looks good
Hmm.
from my window.
Yes, but it's a bit cold outside.
It's a bit cold outside. Exactly.
Hmm.
So let us introduce ourselves in the meantime.
Yeah.
So, my name is Sahar. I was born in the US. I'm originally from Iran. And the question of today is what is your favorite traditional food? And I'm going to answer with, okay, which traditional food though?
Exactly. Which traditional
Which-
food?
okay, in the meantime, you can introduce yourself.
Well, you'll have to give me a traditional food from the US, one from Iran, and one from
I
Italy
have to
then.
think about it though. Give me 2 seconds. In the meantime.
So my name is Aaron. I'm from Cork, Ireland, and I've been living in Bologna for 4 years, and I've been teaching at the school there for 2.5 years in Bologna Mille.
Oh yeah, me too. I forgot about that.
And yes,
Yeah.
if you're joining us, please introduce yourselves and tell us what is your favorite traditional food. The question is down here.
Mhm.
It's difficult for me to decide. Traditional food. Well, hmm, it's difficult. It's a very difficult question.
In the meantime,
I really.
you think about it as well. Hi,
Oh,
Chiara. Yeah, you want to read it?
yes. Hi, I'm Chiara. I'm 11. I'm from Naples and I love my yes. Welcome, Chiara. I remember
Welcome.
you from another stream.
Yeah, me too. What is your favorite traditional food? So from
Mhm.
Naples, but it's not
Favorite-
traditional food. Sushi.
Traditional, so food from Naples.
Exactly. Well, coronavirus.
No, sorry, you can't say this stuff.
No, I thought about it. And my favorite food from, well, I could say Bologna is
Yeah, sure.
um, tagliatelle al ragù.
Hmm.
My favorite from the US is hamburgers.
Hmm.
And Iranian, it has to be zeresh polo. I have to write it
Which is
down, which is basically rice with chicken and some other
nice.
things that we have. Yeah. It's a
Um,
traditional, yeah.
Oh, Dudina, my favorite food is lasagna. Nice. That is probably also my favorite from Bologna.
Mhm.
Um, traditional Persian dish. And from Ireland, I really like. Oh, Joanna says, I'm Joanna. And a traditional food from South Africa is braai.
I'm gonna
Braai.
go look it up. What is brie?
No, well, let's let our viewer tell us. Please, Joanna, in the
Yeah.
comments, tell us what is braai. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Unless this
Oh,
is barbecue. I have a feeling this is barbecue.
it is barbecue.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's basic. Oh, wow. It's a very beautiful barbecue that I have to stop looking at. That's amazing, Joe. And
Thank you
do
for.
you always eat it when you go to South Africa, or not only in South Africa, like in other places? Oh, Chiara is sending us emojis with air.
That's good. Good pronk, Aaron. It's barbecue. South Africans love meat. Oh, wonderful.
That's strange. They're near the sea. Do you guys like also fish?
Maybe they barbecue the fish as well.
Maybe they barbecue also the fish, exactly. Yeah. And what about Irish traditional food?
There's a lot of it. I mean, shepherd's pies are always great, and Clonakilty sausages. Clonakilty sausages are the best sausages in Ireland.
How do you even spell that? Co-
Clonakilty.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know where to write it.
You write me in private, and I'm gonna copy paste it for everyone.
I think it's Clonakilty. Let me check the spelling because I'm not sure as well.
Go for it. So, in the meantime, hello, I'm Marcello. I'm 38 years old. Remember, I come from Sicily because you're still alive. But now I live in Legnano, which is in the province of Milan. Okay.
Nice. So tell us, Marcello, what is your favorite traditional food from um, either Sicily or Milan?
I think he answered to
Traditional
both.
food.
He's like, my favorite food is
Food is
rice.
rice, just in general.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, well, maybe he means like in Arancino. Oh, Arancina. I don't know which part of Sicily he comes from.
Tell us in the
Style.
comment, Marcello, is it arancino or arancina?
And it could also be like the famous risotto. They have a lot of risotto in Lombardy, don't they?
Hmm.
Yeah. Because Aaron says he's Irish, but he's also half Italian from
Yes,
Lombardy.
exactly. From Lombardy, yes. So very good risottos from where I'm from.
And what's the most
Lots of good
famous
rice.
risotto?
Ooh, it depends where you're from. If you're from Milan, it would be the saffron risotto.
Hmm.
If you're from Mantova, it's a risotto with sausage inside.
Hmm. Wow, okay. No, in Venice.
In my area, there's a lot of mushroom risottos.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Also okay, you add Clonakilty. God.
Yeah, clon for short. Marcello says arancino. Okay, interesting.
This is a traditional Irish sausage, okay? Can I just say Irish sausage?
Just say they're called Clonakilty sausages because they're the sausages from Clonakilty. Clonakilty's a town.
Oh, sus town in Ireland.
Yes, it's in West Cork. It's very close to where I'm from, and so that's why I always
Oh,
speak about it.
arancino, which means that you're not from Palermo.
Yes, because I remember in Palermo they said arancina.
Yeah. I wonder how they didn't kill me when I was there because I kept on saying arancini. I remember it so vividly,
Ooh.
yeah. But anyway, let's begin today talking about free time and hobbies.
Focus activity 2 to 3.
I think
In
that
this focus,
yeah, I think that now everyone has a lot of free time and everyone
mhm,
can take care of their hobbies.
unless they're outdoors.
Oh yeah,
In
no.
this focus activity, favorite hobbies, like and don't like, and asking questions.
Let's have a look at here. What do you do in your free time? Watch movies, play sports, play computer games, photography, go out with friends, go swimming, travel. So,
Aha.
in the comment section, would you like to tell us, please, what do you do in your free time? I'm
Tell
gonna write
us in
it.
the comments. Yeah, let's make a nice banner. In my free time, I play a lot of video games, and recently,
Mhm.
um, I um, I made a Lego set. Lego.
I'm sorry. I was writing it, so I didn't really hear what you said.
I would say we made a Lego set recently.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And what are you recreating?
It was a Lego set that Sophia's parents, well, let's say, sent us, and it is the bar and well, the whole set of Friends,
Oh, like Friends, as in
the
Friends.
TV series. Yes,
Oh, the TV. That's so nice.
so nice. The set is really nice.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I've never seen Friends, so it was a little bit confusing for me. But
How did you never see Friends?
no, I've never seen
And
Friends.
now I'm watching it since I have so much free time. I'm watching it for the fourth time.
Fourth time.
For the fourth time, yes. I love repeating myself.
So
Um,
please, in the comments, tell us, what do you do in your free time? What activities do you do in your
yeah,
free time?
you can give us some ideas.
Exactly.
For example, now what I'm doing is I'm knitting. So
Knitting.
yeah, you know what knitting is?
No, please tell me about knitting.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you. So
I'll
okay,
show our viewers.
oh my god, I have to like actually here. So knitting is basically doing this, yeah, and creating this.
That doesn't look like you made it.
Rude. Of course I did. So yeah, this is what you do. This is knitting, to knit.
And Kiara says, I sleep and I watch Harry Potter movies. Excellent.
All of them continuously.
Watch them in English.
Yeah, exactly. Since you love Harry Potter, I think. You could watch them with yeah, you could watch them in English.
Yeah, with
You
subtitles, of
probably yeah,
course.
you probably memorize the dialogues.
Exactly. I could watch Star Wars in Japanese and I would know exactly what they're saying,
How many
word for
times
word.
did you watch Star Wars?
I have no idea.
That's many.
That many, yes. She says I watch them often. Excellent, Kiara. Good job.
Yeah, so, but I'm pretty sure she's watching them on Italia Uno, I think. Or
Why
yeah,
do they have?
yeah, they have in the evening exactly at 9 p.m. They started. So I don't know which part are we at now. Maybe the fourth movie
Have you been watching them too, Sarah?
on Italia Sei. I didn't know it existed. Italia Sei. I thought it was Italia Uno. No, I haven't because I have so many things to do
Hmm.
at that time. No, but I also what another thing that I do is I play on The Sims,
Hmm.
which is a video game.
Hmm. Yes, I've been playing The Witcher 3.
Oh, wow, is it
Very good
good?
video game. It's very, very good.
Oh,
It's really well done.
yeah. Okay, let's have a look.
But it looks like you're telling them that The Sims is how we say video game.
Oh no, sorry, no. The
It's the
Sims
name of a
is
video
the
game.
name exactly. Sorry, it's the
Anyway, Marcella says, in my free time, I do a lot of things. I usually go to dance school on Monday. Nice. On Wednesday, I go to Krav Maga, and on Friday, I often play football.
Okay,
Hmm.
you play football. You don't need a preposition, right? So you play. You can say football, basketball, volleyball.
I'm very interested about this Krav Maga.
Yeah, what is it? Marcello, can you explain to us what this Krav Maga is?
I'm Googling it now, and it's a self-defense course. It's
Oh wow.
about it was developed by the Israeli Defense Forces, and it's a combination of boxing, wrestling, aikido, judo, and karate.
So it's Middle
Wow.
Eastern.
Technically, but it's a modern creation, I think.
Ah, okay. A modern creation. That's so interesting.
Yeah, really
Oh
interesting.
well. Chiara likes The Sims.
I've never played The Sims.
Oh well, it hurts. It breaks your heart. I had it in the past. It's a military fight.
Hmm.
And why did you choose that one precisely, Marcello? Because when I was younger, I think 4 years ago, did martial arts. I did taekwondo, which is also a very good like fighting technique, but with your legs. Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly.
It's
And
really it's really interesting. Some focus more on the arms, more on the legs. Sumo's just
Mhm.
the body. It's
Yeah,
always.
well, I really love actually martial arts. But
Ooh, Kiara says I love FNAF, which is Five Nights at Freddy's.
what is
This
that?
is a horror video game. It
Oh
is
no no
very
no 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 no
scary,
no no.
very scary. FNAF.
Why? What is
Five
it?
Nights at Freddy. There is this strange kind of monster. He kind of looks like a doll, and he's well, like a doll, it's like a stuffed dog maybe, and he's coming after you, and you have to hide basically. I've never played it. I've only seen gameplays of it, but it's very scary.
Okay, but Chiara, aren't you afraid?
Yeah, horror game. Yeah, yeah.
No, no, I'm not good with horrors. I recently watched a horror called Midsommar, and it's about a pagan cult. Okay, cult is like an unofficial.
Of course, you're
Yeah.
explaining cult.
It's an unofficial religious group. And okay, I don't know who the purple guy is.
Purple guy, I think, is the one who comes after you.
Well, I mean, you have to hate him, but I love
Mm,
it. And you don't have it. Oh, you watch it on YouTube. Hmm.
mm.
Oh, you
Let's
watch
play
someone
this.
else play on YouTube. Yeah, it's like I used to do that as well. Watch people play there. Yeah, and as I was saying, I was watching this horror movie and I couldn't sleep that night, even though
Mm.
it was like just a pagan cult. It wasn't even a demon, just.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. Like some of the best horror films don't have any supernatural in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. I always watch the horrors that have supernatural in it. That's why, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyways, so most of the things that we can read here, we can't really do right now. So, such as going swimming or traveling or going out with friends. But we're
Hmm.
finding our own kind of and other ways of doing so. Like
Exactly.
Aaron, do you do sports or play sports at home?
No, not really. But but I do organize some meetings with
Mm-hmm.
my friends on Skype or Zoom.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so it's not going out with friends, but it's meeting them in a different way.
It's still nice, exactly. And you can talk and yeah, it keeps you busy. Now,
Hmm.
let's have a look here. Would you like to read?
What do you do in your free time? Oh, by the way,
Yes, yes.
Kiara says, I listen to music of this game. I love the FNAF song You Belong Here, and I have Skype. That's great. Okay, do you like? Yes, I like. No, I don't like. It's okay. I always say it's okay is neutral, but a bit bad, usually. If you say it's okay, it means you don't like it particularly.
Really?
Um,
You would say that?
yeah, it's like it's okay. Eh.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yes, so the question is, do you like? Remember that we use verbs in the ing form. Okay? So for example,
Mm-hmm. For
I think we have
example,
a click.
I clicked where?
Just
Oh, sorry.
click. So for example,
I was reading Carol's comments.
so for example, do you like watching movies? Or
Mhm.
do you like playing sports? Or do you like playing video games, etc.? Or you
Mhm.
could use it with an object. So do you like photography or do you like travel? Hmm?
Exactly. I'm writing it down. So with like, you can even,
Mhm.
we also say this for other verbs such as maybe love, hate, dislike. The verb
Mhm.
goes with ing plus the verb in ing. It's very difficult to type. So the example is, do you like playing sports? Okay. Do you want to try some examples, Aaron?
Yeah. For example, ooh, I like playing video games in my free time. I don't like um, I don't like playing sports. I love watching movies.
Okay, very, very good.
So please tell us in the comments, what do you like or not like doing?
And what
Or
do
if
you
you have
love
some
doing?
questions, exactly, or maybe you have some questions for us. So you can ask us questions. Do you like, I don't know, Sahar, do you like photography?
I do like photography. When I used to take my camera with me everywhere until I broke it. So, but anyway, no, here actually you made a very good point. Do you like photography? So, as you noticed, in this case, we don't say photographing,
Because
right?
photography is not a verb.
Mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
could say, do you like taking pictures?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the verb, the action of photography is to take pictures. All right. Yes. And Aaron, do you like going swimming?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do like going swimming. And
Mhm.
what about you, Sahar? Do you like traveling?
Oh, I love traveling. One of my favorites.
Chiara, in the comments, do you like watching movies? Tell us in the
Oh,
comments.
mm. Do you like watching movies?
Yes, I do. I love watching movies.
Hmm. What
What
genre?
I really like science fiction films. For
Uh,
example,
I should have
Inception.
expected that answer. Why did I even?
For example, Inception is one of my favorite films.
Oh, very good, Marcello.
Yeah.
Yes, you can also say to take photos. You take
Hmm.
pictures, you take photos, photographs also. About you.
Exactly.
You were saying so you're
So, Marcello, tell us, do you like taking photos? Tell us in the comments. And Kara says, I like comedy and Harry Potter. That's
Mhm.
great.
Be careful comedy is with one M.
1M, yes.
All right. And let's wait. Okay, yes. Oh, you like Checco Zalone. I love Checco Zalone. It's my one of my I know it's one of my favorite Italian actors, but only like it's his genre. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not just comedy. It's Checco Zalone comedy.
Okay, okay. So he has a very unique type of comedy.
Have you seen his movies?
I've seen maybe one.
Okay. You didn't like it.
I,
That's
it's
fine.
not really. It's okay.
It's okay. All right. So now
All
let's
right,
have
all
a
right, all
look
right.
here and let's create some questions. So, what
Mhm.
is your favorite hobby? Is the first question that we have. Can you, viewers, create questions with when, who, and where?
Mhm.
Yes.
So, shall we remind them of the question structure?
Yes. Oh, I should.
So usually when we make a question, we start with the question word, okay?
Mhm,
Which is usually what, who, where, for example, in this case. Then we have the auxiliary verb, which could be the
mhm,
verb to be or maybe do, subject, and the infinitive of the verb.
mhm. Verb infinitive. All right. It's I haven't typed in a long time, so I'm kind of slow, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
So exactly, as Aaron said, the question words in question are that we're looking at are what, when, who, where. All right.
Mhm.
In the meantime, you can type the questions and we will also answer them. Right.
Yes.
Now, let's have a look at the first one. When. What is when?
When is a question word we use for a time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we use this for time. And if we're talking about hobbies, how do we form the question?
We could ask, when do you do your hobby?
Mhm. So, for example, we can ask Marcello, when do you practice Krav Maga? If I'm pronouncing it correctly, I hope. But anyway, let's look at Chiara's answer. My favorite hobby is. So, if it's favorite and you're talking about the action, we say my favorite hobby is sleeping. I like to do it when it's night or in the afternoon. I like to do it alone and I like to do it on the bed and on the sofa.
This is an excellent answer.
Yes, Chiara, you answered all the questions. But can you also form the questions?
Make the complete question.
Mhm. Exactly. So, yeah, because if you say when out of nowhere,
Yeah. Also not lonely, but alone. We might type that in
oh,
the comments
exactly.
too, maybe.
What is the difference between lonely and alone?
Well, lonely is an adjective, so
Mhm.
maybe you feel lonely, while alone is also an adjective. But
You're physically
we,
alone. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
So
So one is for the
lonely,
physical state and the other is the feeling.
exactly. You feel lonely when you feel like no one is there for anything ever. When you feel
Mhm.
like you have no one.
Exactly.
It is depressing. Instead, alone, okay, alone is when you are physically alone.
Hmm.
So, for example, right now in my house, there is no one. I'm alone,
Hmm.
for example. All right.
Good, good, good.
So, when we already give you the answer, what about who?
Hmm. So the
No,
question would
Marcelo?
be, who do you do it with?
Exactly. But let's have a look here. My favorite. Oh, sorry, Aaron. I keep on reading it. Sorry, Aaron. Go
All right.
ahead.
My favorite hobby is Krav Maga. I practice the sport only Wednesday in Lignano. Nice.
Very good. What's the preposition with days of the week?
Ooh, good question. It's on.
How do you write Wednesday? It's the most difficult word to
It's he,
spell.
he wrote it correctly.
Yeah, I know, I know. On Wednesday, it's one Wednesday. Instead, when you say if you do it always, you say
Hmm.
on Wednesdays.
Plural.
Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Okay. So the third question Aaron already answered is sorry, already answered, already told us who do you do it with?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So tell us, Marcello, do you do it with your friends? Is it maybe a member of your family, or do you go alone to do Krav Maga?
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Really, we always correct everything, or at least we try even if we know it might be a spelling mistake. So don't worry about it. It's for everyone to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the last question is where?
Where do you do it?
Where do you do it, or where do you go?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you do it? Where do you go?
So in the case of Marcello, he goes to Legnano. In the case of Chiara, she goes to her sofa.
Or bed.
Or bed.
Okay, let's try it with you. Can you answer all the questions as well as Marcello and Chiara did?
It's going to be difficult to be as good as them. My favorite hobby is playing video games. I play maybe well, it depends. Sometimes in the evening, sometimes in the afternoon. I am usually alone, but sometimes some friends join me online. Sometimes I play with Sophia, sometimes I play with Alex and Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You play with
and
Alex and Kate and don't invite me?
Well, we're not playing The Sims. I didn't know your answer.
Okay, I'm just gonna be. I can't act offended right now.
Last game I played with Kate was Left 4 Dead 2.
Is it horror?
No, but there are a lot of zombies you need to kill.
Okay, no, so maybe not.
And where? It's in my living room or kitchen. I have a desk where I have my setup.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna.
What about you, Sahar?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, right now in this quarantine, I discovered that my favorite hobby is cooking. And I, at the beginning, I cooked every single second. Like the day passed with me just basically cooking. And I realized that it can't continue like this. So now I limit myself only when it's either lunchtime or dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Because otherwise you would be cooking all day, 24 hours.
all day, every day. And it's like, I mean, we finish the food. It's just like, anyway, it would be considered a waste of food, in my opinion. Because then you eat a lot, you know? And who do I do it with? By myself, because I can't have anyone in the kitchen at the same time as I cook. I am that kind of like dictator in the in the kitchen.
In the good sense of the word.
Sorry, in a good sense of the word, exactly.
In the good sense of the word.
Because then I can't get distracted. Yeah, I don't want to get distracted. And where? In the kitchen. In my house, in the kitchen. All right. So, did you freeze?
No, I'm still here.
Because you just like you weren't moving. Okay. Would you like to read here, Aaron?
Yes, what do they do? What do your friends do in their free time? How many family members can you remember? And what does, for example, your sister do in her free time? So, in the comments, let's start with the second question. Okay, question 2. Tell us all of the family members you can think of. Okay, so for example, sister. Okay, tell us more. Chiara and Marcello. We have sister. Sister is female. Male is brother. Yes, sorry. Okay, so sister, brother. Yeah. Let's keep going. Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it here. Only sister and brother. The rest you have to answer us of the family.
Oh, excellent. Chiara said brother, aunt. Excellent. Aunt is a girl. The boy is
the man from Uncle.
What?
It's a movie. Okay, very good, Chiara. So we then have also nephew. Nephew is the guy, the boy, masculine. And niece is the feminine.
Exactly. We have
Very
Marcelo
good.
saying wife and husband. Good.
Grandmother, grandfather. Be careful how you spell grandfather.
We have an F in there and a TH.
Okay, very good. Also, son. And this is very difficult actually to pronounce. But also the feminine, which is daughter.
Daughter.
Right. Don't worry about it, Chiara. But very good, guys. So
Exactly.
now,
Wife. So let's take, for example, father. What is the abbreviation of father?
me.
Yes.
It's very complicated in this situation because I never understand who you're actually talking to. But the abbreviations are either mom or dad.
Yes. And there are two spellings for mum. One is British, one is American. You obviously wrote the American one. The British one is M-U-M.
Mum. My mum.
Yes.
I think that's how you pronounce.
Mum.
How you even the pronunciation is also different.
Mum
Mum.
instead of
Mom.
mom.
Yeah. How do they spell it in Ireland?
M-U-M. Sometimes people write M-A-M, ma'am, but it's
Okay.
not grammatically correct. It's just how people speak, so to say. Me ma'am.
Chiara always loves to send us emojis.
Yeah.
But anyway, can you tell us, guys, everyone, what do your friends do in their free time? And remember to use the third person S when doing so.
Exactly.
Okay, how do you extend this? Okay, third person S. So, for example, we can start with Aaron.
Of
Tell us
course.
about maybe one or two of your friends.
Okay, let me think of my friends. Um, okay, maybe my brother. What does he do in his free time? My brother, in his free time, he likes to go out with his friends. Obviously, not in this period, but and he likes going out with his friends. He likes going to the gym, and he likes going fishing with his friends.
Okay, nice. And
Okay, Chiara says my best friend in her free time plays with Lego. Excellent.
very good
Excellent.
sentence, actually.
Good sentence. Good sentence.
Her sister, in her free time, draws.
Good.
Okay.
That's also correct. Well done.
My closest friend. Oh God, do I even have one? Yes. My closest friend in her free time, actually, she studies. Right now, she's studying for her university. I'm very proud of her. I wouldn't be able to study in this situation because I if I stay home, all that. So in her free time, she studies and she reads a lot of books. And she watches a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can ask her like about, hey, I want to know something more about masks, like facial masks, face masks. She can tell you like 10 YouTubers that speak about that. And this goes
Wow.
on for all the subjects.
Okay, so she's very active on YouTube. She
Yeah,
watches a lot of YouTube.
uh,
Oh, that's another thing my brother does. He watches a lot of YouTube, yeah. My sister in her free time
cooks,
cooks.
maybe. Yeah.
Cooks. Yeah, the
Either
verb is cook. Kitchen is only the location.
maybe it could also be to bake because
Yeah,
so
it could be
cook.
bake as well.
I'm just gonna explain the to bake. Maybe it's easier. To
Don't write it in the comments though. I won't accept it. We'll try anyway, but
I know exactly. To bake is when you cook sweet food or put it in the oven. But I don't know why YouTube doesn't accept that the oven exists. So when you just cook sweet food,
Hmm.
and but in the oven. Instead, to cook, for example, you cook pasta, you cook rice, savory food.
Hmm. Exactly. By the way, savory is, let's say, the opposite of sweet. Yeah. So, for
Mhm.
example, a cake is sweet. Lasagna are savory.
Exactly. And so now we can continue. We listed also the family members,
Mm.
and we asked also, what does your sister do in her free time, or in your case, brother? Well, I didn't actually talk about my brother.
Mm.
Um, my brother, in his free time, plays the guitar
Nice.
a lot. A lot. I
Okay.
can't I can't stress this enough, but a lot.
Okay. What are
And
we talking about? Like,
an hour, a full hour of just
okay, that's
actually
not a lot.
2 hours of him playing the same
Every
song
day.
every day in the worst possible moment. He also plays video games, and he likes to draw as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, he actually created a
Nice.
lamp recently.
He created a lamp.
Okay, not exactly like the glass, but just like a cartoon lamp.
Okay.
Yeah, with
But he
the
drew it.
no, wait. It's it's in with paper. He made
Okay.
okay, yeah, exactly. He made the cardboard. Sorry, I said cartoon, but it's actually cardboard. Called Frank.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Wonderful. And
he made
cardboard.
it like
Yes. Excellent. So
with
it's
the cardboard.
thicker paper. Mhm.
Hmm. I didn't write it. Sorry, cardboard thicker paper. Okay. It's very thick, like it's mostly brown, and it's usually if you order from Amazon or from anything else, it's how they pack things.
It's true. You get them in cardboard boxes.
Hmm. And okay, what about your mom?
My mum, in her free time, she does some knitting and also a lot of arts and crafts. So she makes things with her hands. So maybe sometimes it's usually things she uses for her lessons because she is also an English teacher,
Hmm.
but she teaches children, young children.
Oh,
So she makes things for them.
hmm, well, that's very nice. Do you have an example of something that she would make?
Recently she made a how do I explain this? Well, when you film movies, you have an object to start a scene, right?
Hmm.
Like scene one,
Oh, okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
So she made one of these because she was going to play a game with them, and so yeah, she made one.
Oh, that is so sweet. With what? With cardboard?
I think so, yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
And what about your mum?
My mom, in her free time, she paints because she is a full-time artist, basically.
Wow.
Um, yeah, she paints a lot of drawings, especially few like Oh God, I don't. Oh, she will be so mad. I don't know the name of the movement in. I forgot the name of the movement. Damn it. Anyway, she paints.
Impressionism,
No, 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 no,
cubism.
no. I will think about it and come up with it later. And she cooks wonderful Persian dishes. I think it's very difficult to say if my grandma or my mom who the best cook is in the family. But
Oh, wow.
I would even say my mom. I hope my
Wow.
grandma. Yeah, I hope my grandma never finds this video. Honestly.
So
Yeah.
tell us in the comments, what about your parents? Chiara, for example, tell us about your mom or your dad. What do they do in their free time?
Yeah. Well, we can also come here directly. Just have a look at a few questions. Would you like to read, Aaron?
Which hobbies are dangerous? Which hobbies are safe? Which hobbies are cheap? Which hobbies are expensive? So remember, cheap and expensive refer to how much money it costs to do them. Safe and dangerous is, for example, skydiving or paragliding is dangerous. Cycling,
Skydiving is more dangerous.
yes, I agree. Cycling is safe. Kara says, my dad loves
Loves
third person listening to music, and my mom loves, again, kissing me.
Okay, that is sweet. So be careful. First of all, when you're talking about the third person, we use the third person s. And secondly, if you're using verbs such as love, like, dislike, etc., we use we use a verb in ing.
Yes, and parachuting is dangerous. Yes, we call it skydiving.
Skydiving. It's basically jumping from a helicopter, isn't it?
I think it's from a plane.
From a plane?
Oh. And she says camping is safe and expensive. I would not say camping is expensive. Camping is quite cheap because you're usually not paying
For the
for
stay.
your accommodation. Yeah.
Have you ever been camping?
Yes, I've been camping once in Tuscany.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I
Did you
don't
like it?
particularly like camping.
Oh, what is cheap? Chiara asks. Cheap is when you don't have to pay a lot of money for it. For example, this is cheap. It's maybe €1, but this, for example, is €10. €10 is expensive for a glass.
Okay, your phone is expensive. That packet of tissues is cheap.
What? A glass can't be expensive?
Yes, but €10 isn't an expensive glass.
€10,000.
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what this means.
Sleep is cheap. I suppose sleep is cheap. Yeah, it's free. It's not cheap,
Sleeping.
it's free.
Yeah, sleeping. So be careful because it's you're using it as a subject. You're using the verb as a subject, so it becomes an ing. But we will see that later. Yeah. So you
Anyway,
don't
I don't like camping, no. So we're running out of time.
A little bit.
Let's review something very quickly. So we remember that with love, like, hate, we use the verb plus ing. And the opposite of expensive is
cheap.
cheap.
I'm looking for the comments to show.
And the opposite of safe is
Dangerous.
Dangerous, exactly. If you have any questions about what we saw today or about English in general, remember to check out the Facebook page Myes SOS.
English on Facebook. Yes, and have a
And Marcelo
lovely.
says, I like running. It is a safe sport and a cheap sport. While I don't like Formula One because it is a dangerous sport and expensive. Yes,
It
very good.
is, yeah.
It
I
is.
I always watch these people on Formula Ones. It's really scary.
Hmm.
And thank you for joining us. Have a lovely evening and be safe.
Hmm.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.